Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance. Search, Toby. Search. Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found. This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with a tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one. If I go there, Toby will wait for me in the cab.
This place is beautiful, Holmes. Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock.
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance, do not disturb.
Disturbed is
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are. To introduce myself I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic.
This is...
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation.
Listening to you, I am.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse.
It is a school of anastomosis. The divine scholar, you may say, the divine syndicate. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready and to be permitted.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Our God King's name is Trewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom.
Thank you,
I pray.
but...
Raw sap.
We visit...
Coincidence, I am thinking. They would scavenge.
It was merely an Well, we will leave you to your meditation. A fragment of... Fragments? the Kew Gardens symbol. The list of plant friends and benefactors, lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders. This must be Triwan, the Divine Syndicate's god. That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
This is rather... My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
You came to make a donation? Glory!
This door... These instruments are used for smoking opium. Chemicals. That would be enough. A vast... caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical. A tropical. A trop. A tropical. These three plants are. Do you have
None. Not worthy there.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search? Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly, but he never gave them back to us. Excuses and...
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were...
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters.
Well, we will leave you to your... Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an... a colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in an...
So what do you think?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us... Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pipette and... I need to take a pipette... Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory. This substance is an alkaloid. Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment. That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments. I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid. No reaction. Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary. The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions. Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his...
Yes, of course. I met him. He appeared quite calm.
What were you doing?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation. Your father's death does seem highly suspicious.
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss... But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon. Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon...
I can, but there is nothing very... Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see.
And that was the last time...
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and...
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy...
Certainly. Please do.
Thank you, miss.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, panicking and likely already half asphyxiated, he rushed to the door, but it was locked. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed. Well, it is time to perform. The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
The power is on. The engine cannot be started whilst the transmission is active. The engine has started. The ventilation system is working. Before I activate the fan, I need to check if the interior of the Colonial Collection Room can be seen from here. From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room. Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one. This is one of the outlets of the vent. We can see the interior of... Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room. Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house.